Dondo, representing the Ministry of Transport here in Tanzania mainland, Chairman of Association of African Maritime Administration, distinguished delegates, member of the media fraternity, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I would like to begin by expressing my gratitude to the Almighty God for representing our safety and well-being as we near the conclusion of this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw up 7th Conference of African Association Maritime Administration to a close, it is my honor and a privilege to extend our deepest gratitude to each one of you for your valuable participation and contributions. Your presence and active engagement have made this conference a remarkable success. The insight and commitment shared over the past 2 days will undoubtedly foster our collective effort in navigating the future of African maritime sector, collaborating on technology and innovation to enhance safety, security, decarbonization, and marine environmental for sustainable future. We express our sincere thank you to all the delegates and experts for their dedication and collaborative spirit. Your contributions have laid to a solid foundation for a more secure and prosperous maritime futures. A special note of gratitude goes to the organizers who meticulous planning and tireless effort have assured the smooth execution of this important meeting. Thank you once again for your presence, commitment, and dedication. I wish all of you safe travel, and may we meet again with even greater progress to the 8th Conference and General Assembly of the Association of African Maritime Administration. Thank you. Welcome again in Tanzania and Zanzibar also. Asanteni sana.
Thank you for those wonderful remarks, and in fact also for the invitation to Zanzibar. If you do have a minute, please cross over. Maybe during the excursion tomorrow, you could be one of the passengers on the boat going to Zanzibar. Mr. John Omingo, ladies and gentlemen, your hands to our chair this afternoon.
To the chief guest, Dr. Farouk from Zanzibar, to all other distinguished guests in front here, our host, Tasak, Mohammed, all delegates, it's a good time to conclude the issues. At that particular point in time, I want to express my appreciation for your turning up for this event. My great appreciation goes to TASAC and the entire organizing team that made this event possible today. So, today is culmination of a series of activities that started way back in 2012, somewhere in Ghana. And as a person who has been sitting through the past sessions of AMA and seeing as AMA unfolds up to where we are today, I must say that it is a very, very pleasing moment, particularly for me, by the increasing quality of discussions, by the interest that I've seen from all the member states, and the desire to come together as a continent. And also, I'm delighted by the presence of African Union, who came and declared their willingness to support collaboration and coordination of maritime activities in this beautiful continent of ours. And on that note, I must say I'm a very happy person as I go back and see this unfolding. Tomorrow, we'll be having the general meeting for AMA, where we'll be actualizing all the contents of what we have discussed all along, very good suggestions that have come here. And so then I look forward to having a very good time, to refining these issues, and going back with a serious commitment to see how we can make AMA stand firm. And I look forward to my brothers from Tanzania and Zanzibar putting their hands together to see that MV AMA steers the course all the way until we get a safe landing berth where we'll be able to perform our activities efficiently, sustainably, in a manner that makes us proud as a continent. So on that note, I must say thank you so much for this opportunity. Have a very good time. Thank you.
Thank you for appreciating the moment. We appreciate you as well. Thank you very much, sir. And now representing the Ministry of Transport, Mama Stella Katondo, may I please welcome you for a brief remarks, and you have the honor of welcoming the guest of honor to speech. Karibu sana. Ladies and gentlemen, Mama Katondo.
Guest of honor, Chairman of AMA, Mr. John Omingo, Deputy Director IMO, Vincent Job, Director General ZMA, Mtumwa Sandal, good afternoon. Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania, Your Honorable, we are truly honored by your presence today, and we are thrilled to have you all share this momentous occasion with us. As an anchor guest of honor, my task is to welcome you to grace the closure of this event. And without further ado, may I please welcome you in front to speak to these people who are eagerly waiting to hear you. You're welcome, sir.
Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. Mama Stella Katondo, representing the Ministry of Transport of the United Republic of Tanzania, Chairman of the Association of Africa Maritime Administration, Mr. John Mingo, Mr. Vincent Job, representing the Secretary General of IMO, Mr. Mohammed Salum, Director General of TASAC, and Mama Mtumwa Sandal, Director General of Zanzibar Maritime Authority, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it is a great honor to address you at this official closing of this important conference, which is being held here in Dar es Salaam. I thank you all for taking your time to travel to Dar es Salaam to attend the 7th Conference and General Assembly of the Association of African Maritime Administration, AMA. I hope that the discussion you have had over the past 2 days have contributed to fostering a sustainable maritime industry in our continent. I also believe that the discussion has strengthened our collective commitment to advancing maritime governance and have provided a unique opportunity to engage ourselves as AMA members, but also to have a meaningful engagement with the International Maritime Organization, IMO. I would like to sincerely thank the Secretary General of the IMO for setting aside his valuable time and be able to attend, or rather to participate in this conference. I am aware that he was compelled to travel back yesterday night due to his other equally important engagement. I'm also aware that during the opening session, the Deputy Prime Minister, who was the guest of honor, expressed appreciation to the Secretary General for his readiness to work with the African maritime administrations. I also feel obliged to thank him again on your behalf. Please allow me to say on your behalf that African maritime administrations are committed to continued working and support the International Maritime Organization to fulfill its mandate and achieve the intended objectives. Distinguished delegates, I would also like to extend my gratitude to our key stakeholders whose sponsorship made this conference a success. We deeply appreciate the support from the Tanzania Port Authority, Tanzania East Africa Gateway Limited, GSM Group Limited, DP World Dar es Salaam, National Insurance Corporation, and PMM Estates 2001 Limited. Distinguished delegates, on your behalf, also allow me to thank a number of stakeholders who have made the 2 days lively. Specifically, I would like to thank the presenters who dedicated time to prepare and make presentations which set the stage for your engagement. But also thank the moderators, whom I'm being told that they did a very commendable job to steer the discussions. I also thank the planning committee, which I understand it worked tirelessly in making this conference a success. And lastly, but not the least, I thank you, delegates, for being present and participating actively and effectively in this conference. Distinguished delegates, I understand in the course of the past 2 days, you have deliberated on various pertinent topics, including decarbonization of international shipping and its impact on Africa, capacity building and training to prepare for future technological changes, but also you deliberated on financing sustainable maritime transport. You discussed on issues of governance, strategic planning, and commitment, but also you discussed on the facilitation of maritime development and trade in Africa. More importantly, you touched upon issues of gender and diversity in the maritime sector. All these topics resonated with the theme of the conference, which is navigating the future of Africa's maritime sector, collaborating on technology and innovation to enhance safety, security, decarbonization, and maritime environment for sustainable future. I am also told that as you set out yesterday, you are looking toward to achieve the following by the end of the conference, and I hope you have been able to achieve this objective. One, a set of actionable recommendations and obtain commitments of countries and partners. Second, take a stock of progress, challenges, and achievements related to past conference decisions and resolution. And third, clearly outlining support needed for the International Maritime Organization and other international partners. In addition, you had an objective of identifying priority areas for technical cooperation and capacity building and sharing of knowledge and skills, but also understanding available frameworks for financing sustainable maritime transport in Africa and enhancing collaboration and networking among African maritime administrations. So all these objectives are quite relevant and pertinent. And I'm quite sure that you have been able to reach to these envisaged objectives. I believe you have been able to attain them. And it is very encouraging to note that the conference has converged on a number of action points. I have been briefed that you have resolved and committed to putting those action points into actions. It is my humble request to you to allow me to remind every one of us that the planning alone is not enough. We need to plan as a step forward, but actually we need to implement what we have planned in order to realize the agreed points, or rather the agreed objectives. Dear participants and distinguished delegates, it is only when we plan what we have agreed that we can achieve. It is only that when we implement what we have agreed that we can achieve our objectives. I have been told that the call for urgent need for action was made repeatedly during the opening ceremony by both the guest of honor and the Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization. Therefore, it needs not be overemphasized. Let the action plans be drawn, but with measurable metrics to gauge their implementations, so that when you meet again for the 8th Conference and General Assembly, you can objectively assess the mileage achieved and not review the action plans again. And of course, you will be able to take stock of what has not been implemented, and knowing the reasons for the non-implementation for the future improvement. Distinguished delegates, as I am ending my remarks, I would like to once again congratulate you all for participating in this important conference. I understand that the end of this conference is already the start of the planning cycle for the next conference. I hope you have been able to find value in your year's conference, and therefore you would not plan to miss the next year conference. Lastly, please, before you travel back home, you may find time to explore the beauty of Dar es Salaam, feel the warmth of Dar es Salaam, and the welcoming ways of Tanzanian people, and you can enjoy also the hospitality that the Tanzanian people can offer. But don't miss, because we are just nearby here to the beautiful islands of Zanzibar. I strongly recommend that you extend your stay for a few more days and across the Indian Channel to Zanzibar. You will see a lot of amazing things. This is your chance, don't miss it. You will be able to see the Stone Town with the narrow streets, which is World Heritage Sites. But you will also be able to enjoy spice tour. Zanzibar is very famous in the production of different kinds of spices. It's something that should not be missed. But you can as well, go around the island and explore the white sand beaches that we can offer around the islands. If you like, you can also participate in the water sports, including diving and snorkeling. You are welcome also to Zanzibar and to Tanzania. Thank you very much. For those, their programs are very tight and they want to go back home, we wish all of you safe travel back home. Distinguished delegates, allow me to declare that the 7th Conference of the Association of African Maritime is now officially closed. And thank you very much for your kind attention.
Well, congratulations, everybody. Let's all stand and put our hands together for the closing remarks. I am going to call for a photo moment from different groups. May I begin with our hosts, TASAC, please, the DG and your team, and ZMA together. Please take your seats. I'll be calling on the administrators, the administrations, AMA, representation in the room. Please line up. As we did yesterday, a representation from AMA. I believe the DGs, please come through. Okay, is this wait. Okay, very well. All right, please come through. Thank you very much. Congratulations, everyone. Okay. All right, our administrators, please go into the picture. Please go into the picture now. We're going to remember our sponsors. IMO, you're next. And so please just come to the bottom of the stairs. We're not going to mix these two pictures, so we're doing the AMA guests and then IMO. So our IMO delegates, you'll be joining Vincent, representing the Secretary General. So are you coming for? Oh, IMO. No. The DG. Oh, yes. That's correct. The DGs, yes. Okay, that's a long picture. That's a big one. IMO, please make your way over. All right, let's exit right. Karibu kaka. Nani mwingine yupo? Who else is here? But not coming up. Who is it? Oh, yes. Good. Good to see you. All our sponsors, as acknowledged by the guest of honor, please start coming to my side of the room, and let's wait on the wings. Do we have any of our sponsors here? Otherwise, I'm going to call on our sponsors. Okay, very well. Karibuni. All right, thank you very much. Thanks for joining, Mr. Vincent. Our sponsors, Karibuni Sana, please come into the picture. And then we have our moderators and our panelists. May you start moving out of the chairs, please. Piga picha, subirini. Kuna sponsors wanakuja bado. How many of our moderators do we have? You think the moderators can have a single picture just by yourselves? Okay, good idea. Then we'll do the panelists after that, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, our hands to our sponsors. Tafadhali, please. Okay. Our moderators, please, and our speakers. Moderators and speakers. I think the moderators are quite few. We had like 6 sessions. Well, it looks like everybody's coming on the picture. Sorry. Heads of regional organizations. Okay, very well. All right, we also have regional organizations. Representation, please. Could you come up? Regional organizations, as we did yesterday, please. I think that will be the final picture. All right, we can line up very well. Honorable guest of honor, our moderators, our presenters, our speakers were fabulous. So much wealth. And thank you for the hands towards them. You can be very proud of the picture. At the closing, you've made this a big success. Mine. And finally, Naomba, please come through. Please come through. They say ending with a bang, but that was not my plan. So I'm calling on our regional bodies. So our moderators and our speakers, I believe there's an activity after we allow the guest of honor to leave. And so with this final picture that we're taking, we can all rise as you exit. Maybe to the left, to the right. Mheshimiwa mgeni rasmi, Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania. We should have taught our delegates that, eh? You can hear they don't really understand. Maana yake ni kwamba kazi imekamilika na kazi iendelee. Please rise and thank you very much, Your Honor. We'll see you out. Okay, this is something that I would have forgotten. Please take a seat as I call on representatives from the ministries. The guest of honor is from one part of the United Republic. Kwa nawaomba tafadhali wafanyakazi, maafisa kutoka wizarani na pia tujumuike na wale wa upande huu wa bara. Karibuni sana. Najua nyinyi mmekuwa very busy. Yaani hata sikuwaona ukumbini. Nilikuwa najua mko kwenye shughuli huko, mnahangaika kuweka mambo sawa. Kwa hiyo just a second, just a final one coming through. Lakini msilalamike sana kwa sababu mimi mwenyewe hata sipati picha kabisa. Just honored to have emceed and assisted with the running of the event. Asanteni sana, tunawashukuru sana. Sasa hapo tumekamilika. We can now rise, and as we put our hands together, that is us saying goodbye to the guest of honor. please take your seats. I understand. Okay, bring me the list. This is a pleasant surprise. Captain Ola. Should I call him now? Yeah. Captain Ola Adebowale, please. African Ship Owners Association, please come forward. Okay. So what is this? What's going on? What do you know? Because this is a surprise to me. Maybe I'm receiving and the little writing on tells me as the MC, I can't really.
The Port of Cabinda.
Ah, from Port of Cabinda.
They want to give you a gift.
Oh, so maybe we should do it on top of the stage. Yes. Please come up onto the stage. So there are things here from the Port of Cabinda. So just let me know. Who do I call up? Yeah. Doctor, please come close. We need to discuss your issue. And then I'm going to call on Mr. Samer Mohammed Esmat, Abdelatif Morsi, DG, Ship Safety Control, Egypt.
They have not given the password.
Let's go to the middle and please. Yeah. Captain, please receive.